Misogyny doesn't exist. It's a fact. And saying so triggers the man-haters. Here's a perfect example. This man-hater, Rapid Manny, he got upset and he brought this example proving misogyny. And you know what this example was? A disgusting hit piece on the male gender, where this disgusting man-hater, Spill, claims that men can't handle rejection and then therefore become violent. But to prove this is what it is, propaganda, I'm going to compare it to this woman who was rejected by her man, and she called in a bomb threat just to get after him. She wasted everyone's time, taxpayers' money, and police and FBI manpower just to get after this guy. You will not see anything like that in this hit piece by this disgusting misandrist. Now, let's hear a bit of this.
Situation going on right now. So, what's your business here right now?
I got a flight going out to New York City to see my daughter.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
She was going to go out to New York City to see her daughter. You can't go. You can't go, lady, because a woman got rejected by a man.
It's closed for a long time?
We don't know yet. We're trying to figure that out right now.
On the night of April 7th, 2026, this man ended his relationship with his girlfriend after an argument.
No, he ended the relationship. Note that. Also, all you lookism guys, look, is this guy Chad? No, he's not Chad. Okay?
Around 8:45 a.m. the following morning, authorities at the Roswell International Air Center received an alarming report that the man was about to board an airplane with a bomb. Within minutes, multiple officers and bomb team personnel responded, placing the airport on lockdown and investigating everyone in the area.
All these people are just trying to get home, mind their own business. They're being investigated, right? Just because this woman couldn't stand the word no.
Officers located the man in a rental vehicle. They immediately treated him as a potential terrorist. But
that was the point, wasn't it? Punish the man.
What they didn't know was that the real suspect was still out of their sight.
Oh.
There you go, guys. There you go. Now, let's get into a bit of this, and you'll see what's going on here.
Absolutely not. I'm fine.
No, I know you're fine. But do you know a Jason?
Oh, by the way, this is a guy who saw her upset. A male neighbor. This is more misogyny, everyone. A male neighbor saw she was upset and called in a wellness check. Right? And I want you guys to notice something else. This woman, she owns a house and a vehicle. I want you to note that because guys will call this woman crazy. I knew an actual crazy woman in my own hometown. She did not own her own place. She had to be looked after. Someone was paying her rent for her. If you're actually crazy, you can't look after yourself. This woman isn't crazy. What she is she's either not narcissist or she has histrionic personality. That's what she is. She can function well in society.
The guy I kicked out that's currently trying to get an air flight out.
See how it switches up? He rejected her, but she kicked him out. Right.
Yeah.
No, that was correct.
What?
You know Jason?
I don't know what Jason.
No? Okay.
Well,
he's
that's
called.
weird.
Yeah,
no,
he was
I don't
the
know
one.
a Jason.
Jason or something like that?
Nope, don't
No.
know.
Okay. Well, he
No,
was calling,
no.
making sure that you're okay.
So she's even denying this guy who's being kind to her even exist. I don't know any Jason. He's probably a male neighbor, right? There's the difference between male and female right there. He's concerned over her, and she's like, I don't know this loser.
Nope,
Today, so.
I'm perfectly okay. This is a horrible breakup. You guys know.
I don't know.
All right, well.
But you can fill me in if you'd like.
Crazy Luckily, I had a guy come out here from Indiana.
A guy came out here from Indiana. Guys, how come he's not dating women from Indiana? Because women aren't interested. Men deal with rejection on the regular, right? Women don't, but when women do get rejected, this is their reaction.
Okay.
And he decided on my birthday yesterday that I wasn't enough.
See, wasn't good enough. No, what it is, she got in an argument with him and he realized this person is hostile. She's a bad person. I don't want to be around her. See how the script gets flipped? All right.
Okay.
So this is where I am.
What's his number? Do you know it by chance? Or could you look it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing.
Okay, I'm going to skip this because the police basically coddle her and give her a hug and all this business. But you know the score here, right? Now, he questions her about the call. Let's see, 1342, we'll get there. Where are we here? Yeah, right about here. Was the call you made legitimate?
The call you made legitimate at all? Was there actually a bomb ever involved?
Is he being detained?
He already is.
This?
He already is.
Well, then he's going to have to deal with it.
There you go. She avoided answering his question, right? What she wanted to know was he being detained? Was he being punished? Also, everyone who wanted to get home or on their flights, they're being punished as well. You won't see that in this video, will you? So we'll start this at the beginning. We'll start this.
What happens when a man hears the word no? For most, nothing. But for a growing number, rejection has become a trigger. And some men are...
There you go. For a growing number. This is a dog whistle to strip men of our rights by calling us vicious or dangerous. Now look at the smile on his face. This guy's making a joke.
actively learning how to attack women who reject them. To the point that women...
Okay, that was a joke video, obviously. Right? So this is a propaganda hit piece against men.
are now giving tutorials on how to protect themselves in these scenarios. These aren't hypotheticals. Some have lost their lives.
My sister was at...
Bullshit. These women go on and attack men just like the spill person constantly, right? Notice a single woman passes away from a male attack. All of us are like this. Yet, how many guys get the police called on them by their girlfriend whenever they get in an argument? It happens many, many times. Right? Secret girlfriend explodes. You even find this all over YouTube. Yet we men do not call for women to have their rights stripped. We don't say women are dangerous, even though they are really, to us. We don't say that and say something has to be done about these women, right? So again, misogyny doesn't exist, does it? Because you do not see men doing hit pieces like this spill cretin.
attacked and murdered in her home.
This is not a freaking joke. This is real. And this is the result when someone snaps.
A quick disclaimer.
Why? What's this about? Why are they showing this? There's no need for that. Some guy killed a girl. They arrested him and put him behind bars. There's no real story here.
Violence after rejection can also be committed by women, but the evidence we found points overwhelmingly to a pattern of men turning rejection into punishment, which...
Lies. Take a look at this. 16% of Australian teens said they usually try to get back at someone who rejects them. Now, 16% is not a majority, for one thing. Secondly, getting back at them is not saying I would kill her or beat her or attack her. How would they get back? That's left out. Also, there's no comparison to the women, right? How much the percent of the girls who said the same thing? It's not done. Nearly half Canadian students who rejected someone online reported aggressive retaliation. And 93% of identifiable aggressors were men. Now, 93% of them are men. Aggressive. What do you mean by aggressive? They're probably including, or not probably, they're including being yelled at. So if a guy raises his voice, that'll be considered aggressive. So men aren't even allowed to raise their voice or get upset. And of course, it's 93% of men, because men are the ones who have to hit on the girl. Women say it outright. They said they'll tell us. What is it? It's Complicated Channel. Where the guy, he interviews women and they just say outright, the man has to make the first move. So of course it's going to be 93% men. But again, their aggressive retaliation includes just raising their voices. So you can see where this woman is a liar. Oh, it even says it down here, American women worry more than men that rejecting an unwanted advance could lead to being yelled at. So they're replacing being yelled at with actual assault. Can you see this woman is a disgusting feminist propagandist?
Which is what we will be examining in this video. So let's see how deep this goes.
I'm glad you're hiding your face behind a cartoon character. You deserve not to have your face shown. Now, there's a lot to be inferred, right? The inference was here, for example, with this woman, was that this guy, he was desperate to find a woman. He found her online. He didn't know what she was actually like. She put on a nice face, right? He flew all the way there and found out she was a narcissist. So he ditched her, right? That's what can be inferred there. What can be inferred here? I suspect it's a racial slur. If you listen closely, this girl probably called him the N-word.
Starting with a certain viral video that's recently been clogging social media feeds. The footage captures a confrontation between a 14-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl on the corner of East 107th Street and 3rd Avenue in East Harlem. It was 3:30 p.m. on a Monday. School had just gotten out, and the girl was on her way to squash practice when things took a dangerous turn. It allegedly began when the girl refused to give the boy her phone number. Rather than accepting the rejection and moving on, the boy, who was partially masked, responded by blocking the girl's path on the crosswalk. That's when the threat started.
Notice what's missing, guys. She claims that this girl simply said, no, I'm not going to give you your number. I'm not interested. We don't hear that, do we? We hear his voice. We didn't hear what she had to say. That's done on purpose. If she actually claimed that, why didn't we hear her voice?
Knock the shit out of you right now, right? Do it!
When the girl tried to walk past, the boy started giving orders.
No, you stand right here.
He then reached his arm.
Okay, do you see what's going on here? He's indignant. He's indignant. This white girl probably called him a racist slur. Remember, guys won't defend themselves as men. They will defend themselves as a race. This isn't rage. This is indignant. Like, I dare you to call me that again.
Arm out to physically block her from leaving, repeating. At this point, you can hear the fear in her voice when she tries to stand up for herself. After all, from the camera person egging...
No. I bet he was standing up for himself, not her. Guys, I bet she called him a racial name. And he says, call me that again.
The boy on.
Oh, no, she got you.
To other off-screen male voices. It seems she was outnumbered. And what happened?
Other on-screen male voices. Men white knight all the time. Guys, you know this. You know men white knight all the time. So for all these other men to support him, meaning I know she called him a racial slur. I know it.
Next, made one thing clear. Nobody was going to help her. The boy grabbed the girl with both arms, like he was pulling her in for a hug, before lifting her over his shoulder and throwing her down on the pavement. Then, as an audience of bystanders laughed, oohed, and awed, the teen struck the girl while she...
Okay, again, that's how I know. Bystanders rush to protect women, right? If this guy was simply rejected as a man for a date, they wouldn't act like this. They'd rush in to protect her. So she called him the N-word or something along those lines.
Was already down. We can't show you this visual for obvious reasons. The boy then walked away from the girl who was lying on the pavement, unmoving.
If he's so dangerous, if he's so enraged, how come he isn't still beating on her? He's not enraged. He was insulted.
Yo.
Guys, you know that in the past, black guys would punch white guys that called them the N-word. That's what's going on here. And you're going to notice something in common if you start watching this video. You see a lot of brown-skinned faces here, the men. See, there's one right there, right? There's another one. Look at this video. There's a lot of minority men here. If this was just all men, how come we don't see that many white faces? Right?
Oh, no.
According to sources who spoke with New York Post, the girl suffered a concussion and was rushed to the hospital following the attack. She is now in stable condition. As for the boy who did this to her, he's been arrested and charged with assault.
Well, there you go. So justice was served. There's absolutely no reason to start making this claim that men are dangerous, right? Other than to strip us of our rights.
For many, this wasn't enough. As the internet saw it, it wasn't just an attack. It was attempted murder. And
see, this is more femicide bullshit. Attempted murder. He wasn't tempted. If he wanted to murder her, he would have tried. He simply stomped on her face. This is a bold-faced lie. And look at this. And the idiot filming should be charged with accessory to murder. How can you be charged with accessory to murder if no one was murdered? Right? So this woman is doing exactly what this other histrionic woman did, right? Who called a bomb threat. They're saying, you know, a woman was assaulted. We want 10 times the punishment in return. Even though this young guy was punished.
And that meant the teen who was responsible.
This guy was punished properly by the authorities. This girl will heal up and go on with her life. This guy now has a prison sentence. And now he has a record. He's already being punished more than she is, right? But these women want more.
And his behind-the-camera accomplice, who snickered instead of protecting the victim, deserved life in...
Wow. For the rest of his life for a simple assault where someone gained an injury. Again, guys, misandry is everywhere. Where's the misogyny?
Prison, or worse. Others, however, were more concerned by the fact that this didn't seem to be an isolated incident, but an unsettling trend. See?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Now, look at the trend they're talking. This guy is kind of hanging around this girl, hoping that she can get her attention.
Most women are familiar with men who can't take a hint, or even a direct answer.
There you go. So they're trying to place this guy in with the young guy who did an assault. Right.
You're a stranger. She said no, like 3 different times. She's not interested.
Most women are...
Okay, so that guy was being persistent. And that makes him dangerous. Right, right. Can you see, guys, how this is a hit piece? And again, this happens to guys often. Women calling guys and lying about them and trying to get them in trouble. So notice again, if misandry, if misogyny was true, how come you don't see the equal to this woman's video? How come on YouTube you don't see guys calling for women to have their rights stripped or calling women dangerous? I'm about the only ones who will say women are dangerous because this spill cretin is proof of it.
Also familiar with how quickly flirtation can turn into anger.
No, I said no.
What's the big issue? You think you better than me or something? You think you too good to talk to me?
But now,
Well, see, no context, right? What was the whole thing said? She claims, this spill liar here, claims that this woman gave a simple no. It was a split second. I suspect she was insulting him, right?
men aren't just having meltdowns, they're getting even. With that,
that guy didn't have a meltdown.
Let's explore this.
And again, we don't hear what this woman said to this man.
This pattern of increasingly aggressive behavior. Online, women have been sharing their experiences turning men down.
This is bullshit, guys. That doesn't mean anything, lying spill. Women bash men on the regular on social media. They bash men, period. So that doesn't mean anything. And hashtag Me Too has proven that it is a strategy done by a hate movement.
Which can lead to...
Matter of fact, we'll show you how women lie. I'm going to bring it back to this video. And where the woman continues to lie. She's been caught. She knows that no bomb is going to be found. And yet she can't help herself. 2010. Let's get it here. Let's get it up here.
What? Do you understand?
I kicked him out, and here we are. And
She didn't kick him out. He left. They know that already.
when he was leaving, he told me he was going to bomb the airport, and here we are, and I'm in cuffs. And it's a he said, she said. I get it. I want it. So my friend.
So she knows she's lying. She knows she's going to be found out. So she's lying anyway.
I have water here.
My friend works at the airport, and I actually called him, and it didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I did was report it. That 100%.
What I say, Belfort Back said, women bring out the crocodile tears when they know consequences are coming.
I'm not going to lie to you. The only thing I want to do at this point is to have him gone back to Indiana or whatever you're going to do with him.
I just want him to go back to Indiana. So I called a bomb threat on him. Right.
And go back to my dogs. I kicked him out.
Again, that's a lie. They know that he rejected her. She said, oh, he rejected me on my birthday, right? And left $100 for me like I was a whore. Of course, the guy didn't treat her like a whore. That was kind of like a parting, like, I'm sorry, please, here's some money. You know, I don't mean any trouble. No, that's what that was about. Everything good that men do is put on a negative light, right? Again, she kicked him out, but he rejected her, right?
It was...
You're making unsolicited statements. You understand that, right? I'm not asking you anything yet.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's...
Okay, continue.
I'm in handcuffs.
Continue.
See, it's all about me, guys. I'm in handcuffs. What am I doing here? I'm the innocent victim of all this.
Go ahead. So you called, and then what happened? Why did you call?
Now, he comes out and asks, why didn't you call the police? She didn't call the police. She called her friend at the airport. She's trying to distance herself from what she's doing as best she can. Right. So let's get back to this hideous hit piece, right? So women lie about men on the regular. And yet, what's going on here? This disgusting spill cretin is trying to say that women's lies, they should be taken seriously, right?
Stalking?
Not really interested, to be fair.
Oh, well.
Because I'm not. It doesn't have to be a reason.
Vandal.
Okay, stalking. So this guy just followed her for a bit. You guys know that an actual stalker will do that continually, long after the interaction is over. So this woman is a liar. Spill, I can call you a liar, right? And I can say that lying about men by women is something that happens often. And yet, unlike you, I don't call for the stripping of your rights.
I rejected a man. He slashed my tire. I rejected a man and
again, we don't have the context. Did you give a polite no? Or did she really lambaste this guy? And we also know that women do this far more than men. Women attacking men's vehicles is standard practice for women who get rejected.
he slashed my tire.
And more often.
Why isn't she calling the police then? She could call the police, right? So what it is, she wants to make it all about herself and saying, look, this guy that I have an issue with, look how bad he is, right?
Often involve men getting physical, whether that's pushing a woman from behind, causing a mouth injury because she refused to give out her phone number, or
again, no context, none.
Bodybuilder sending a woman to the ground for turning him down.
She did more than that. He wouldn't do that just for that. And know how I know this is a lie? Because we don't hear what went on. We just see a guy throwing a girl. So I know this is propaganda.
The words of one Reddit user, he sure showed her that she was oh so very wrong for rejecting him. Or, as another user said, she's definitely regretting losing her chance with such a sweet and kind gentleman. Then there was the photo Facebook user named Cuteness of Cat recently posted.
There you go, another narcissist. This is all about me. My injury, this is going to be about me. I'm not going to the police. I'm showing it to all the people. Look at me.
In a neck brace. She captioned the post, all I said was, ew, WTF, to a man.
There you go. Spill, your propaganda is shit. So she didn't just say, no, I'm not interested. She went, ooh. So she's saying to this guy, you're disgusting. And that's uncalled for. There was no reason for her to say that at all, was there? So she insulted the man. And that's why I suspect happened to this young black guy back here.
Who approached me for my phone number.
I suspect it was a racial slur on top of it for him.
At the gas station. And he body slammed me onto the ground. Stay safe out there, ladies. These men are crazy and don't know how to handle rejection. Despite being attacked, many blamed Kat for the manner in which she rejected her attacker.
It was the manner in which you rejected him. Exactly. Right? She was attacking the man's self-esteem. That wasn't necessary, was it?
Which was criticized as degrading.
It was degrading. Exactly. She didn't have to do it like that.
One Facebook user.
And again, these women, they don't take rejection well at all. Secret girlfriend explodes, right? Jeez. Police rescue a man. Like this man hater, this disgusting cretin Spill. She should realize that the internet is full of women lying about men, calling the police on men, all because they get rejected, attacking men, right? There's whole channels devoted to it. But Spill, you keep lying.
User put it. I mean, rejection hurts. And they were right. Rejection could be painful, especially when a weapon was involved. In 2021, 24-year-old Miera Manzare and her boyfriend, Jawan Davis, were riding scooters through Atlanta on a beautiful spring day when their date...
Okay, this is going to be, again, a hit piece. And I want to point out other things too, right? Just a minute, let me just pause it for a second. Right here.
31-year-old Shamar Elkins took the lives of his 7 children and nephew in what police have described as the deadliest mass firearm attack since 2024. The youngest victim was just 3 years old. During the attack, which spanned...
So you're saying, and again, another dark-skinned man, right? Right? So this is a very racist video, by the way, guys. Right? But they're talking about a man who did a mass shooting of family, right? However, all you have to do is Google it. Mom kills 3 kids herself after divorce was final. Right? So a bad mother Like the courts give the kids to the mother most of the time. So a woman has to be very bad not to get access to her children. So what'd she do? She killed herself in her 3 children. Mother found dead with 2 children after divorce. You see, women cannot take what men get shelled out on the regular in the legal system, can they? They don't take rejection well at all. Look at this one. This woman didn't kill herself at all. Mom accused of killing 3 kids has good defense, experts say. Massachusetts mom charged with killing her 3 young children. This is easily found on the internet just by typing it in. It's everywhere. So notice, again, that what women do this all the time, and yet men do not go out of our way to say women are dangerous to men and something should be done about women. But you do see it from women on the regular, right? You do see it from them. So again, I have the complete right. Where is he? Rabid. I have the complete right to say that misogyny doesn't exist and misandry is everywhere. Because you can tell by how men behave on a macro level. On a macro level, cretins like this disgusting spill, come out and demand the criminalization of manhood on the regular, where you don't see the opposite for people like this. You don't see men doing the same for women. And women are absolutely 100% more violent than men. And so a lot of their violence is done by proxy, like this woman did her violence by proxy. And a lot of their violence are centered on children, like these women here, or it gets underreported. So rapid, or should I call you rabid? Rabid, your bullshit has been called out. Misogyny doesn't exist. Eat it.